Honesty is much more important than bullshitting around and making people feel as though they're all in some sort of cozy environment when you are actually unhappy with them. Here I am Saturday afternoon, I'm standing around my office and there's fucking noise outside is driving me mad. I don't know, they're doing something, they're building the light rail outside, and I was just walking around just trying to distract myself, and it's funny, I came over this corner here and these are some of my favourite people here, you know, Gary Packer, a mate of mine, Gary Stanmore, and of course Jack Gibson, and then I was looking at Jack's book here, and Jack, this is a book that he wrote called The Last Word. He wrote this just before he got really sick with Parkinson's, and then he ended up getting dementia and various other things. And he wrote in the book in here, he said to me something really important. Best wishes, Mark, from Jack. September 2003, PS, think twice before you say nothing. And Jack's other famous saying was, play to your strengths, train to your weaknesses. And that's a really important saying. You know, that's something that, you know, this guy influenced me heavily during my younger years. And that's a really important thing to remember, because we're all got weaknesses, every one of us. And we also got strengths there. So, you know, play hard on your strengths, but really importantly, work on your weaknesses. And that sort of cuts across to when you're employing people. So when I employ people, I'm looking at employing someone who's strong in an area that I'm weak at. And I know well and truly what I'm weak at. I'm really clear on that. I also know what I'm really strong at. But sometimes I employ people because I assume that they're going to be good at what I'm weak at. And that doesn't always work out. You can't tell if someone's good or bad just by an interview or even from a reference or even getting a referral from somebody else. You've got to try them out in the job. And once you get that bit of a sense of that, don't feel bad, you've got to move them on. And they shouldn't feel bad because they're going to be moved on. You just need to make that clear in the beginning. You just say, listen, this is a trial period. I'm going to see how we go, whether you like me, whether I like you, whether you can do the job, whether I'm getting output I want from you. And by the way, I'm going to be honest with you straight up. If in 6 weeks time or a week's time or 2 or 3 months time, I find that this is not working out, I'm going to tell you straight up and move you on and get a replacement. So it's all about honesty. It's all about everybody knowing what it is that they've got to do, what they're trying to achieve. And from my point of view, I'm pretty clear on that. And I have no difficulty whatsoever moving people on when the time comes. But equally, I really love it when they're working out perfectly or imperfectly, but still working out, and they become part of the team. And everybody knows exactly where they stand. So I reckon at the end of the day, honesty is much more important than bullshitting around and making people feel as though they're all in some sort of cozy environment when you are actually unhappy with them. Honesty is the best policy.